How can you tell what's real and what's fake? Let's use the Philip J. Pierre example. In his recent address, Philip J. Pierre said this:
Behind closed doors, they are colluding with foreign entities. Why hasn't the government considered working with our friends in Martinique and Cuba, who have generously and traditionally assisted and continue to assist us with our healthcare needs?
Colluding with foreign entities? You mean like Jufali or Jack Greenberg? The real truth is that the Saint Lucia Labour Party government had no finances to open OKEU. After spending tens and thousands of dollars on a naming ceremony for the hospital, it remained closed. The United Workers' Party government has been negotiating a public-private partnership agreement with a respected medical institution, the details of which will be made public. The United Workers' Party government, health, and economic development officials have also been meeting with our Martinique, Cuban, and Canadian friends with regard to our health system. In the meantime, this administration has successfully moved the dialysis and outpatient clinics to the OKEU hospital. The government is also rolling out plans to introduce for the first time ever national health insurance for all.
Even now, fiberglass poisoning at the Jordan Stadium, housing St. Jude, and the less than optimal conditions at our hospitals are real risk to the lives and well-being of those working in or seeking healthcare.
Part of recognizing what's fake is when people leave out the whole backstory like Pierre just did. Notice that he never mentioned the report of the state of the George Odlum Stadium, which his government received in December 2015. Well, that report clearly stated that the stadium was in a deplorable condition. What did he and Kenny Anthony do? Nothing. While we get set to start work on the St. Jude's Hospital, this UWP administration has removed all the fiberglass which has been affecting the hard-working staff at the stadium. We are also set to fix plumbing and electrical. You can also recognize fake news when someone uses a sad situation to their advantage, like this example from today's specimen.
A patient who dies while on dialysis, irrespective of the situation, should never be dismissed.
Let's listen to another voice on the matter.
I disagree with the SLMD's stance on this particular position. I disagree with the Saint Lucia Medical and Dental Association stance that the dialysis unit cannot stand them. Because admittedly it was a sudden death, quote unquote. So the patient came into the unit and he did go into, without details being specific, cardiopulmonary arrest. And we did initiate CPR, we continued CPR for approximately an hour. And as I said, it doesn't matter where we had been. That is what we need to do. That is what you do in medicine. You try to bring the patient back. Once we thought the patient was stable enough, post-CPR, because we initially got him back, the patient was transferred. And that is what would have been done. Even if the patient had crashed 10 feet away from an emergency room, that is what you had to do, get a flat surface and start CPR. So I disagree completely with the notion that just because we don't have an emergency room, that this patient passed. That is false.
That was Dr. Merle Clark, folks, the head of the dialysis unit. Yeah, she's what's real. Enough said. You can also detect what's fake when someone pretends they never got answers to their questions.
One may recall the issue of the NIC 100 million loan, particularly as it relates to the security of pension benefits. I've posed a number of direct questions to the government. We all need and deserve an answer to this question.
Minister Eubaldas Raymond has answered this and other questions on the NIC loan on at least 3 occasions. In fact, the loan from NIC was paid back within the agreed upon time frame. Never mind attempts by the Labour Party to scare pensioners. Something fake can also be the "we had a plan" story, like this one.
It is difficult to imagine how a government can forego an offer by the World Bank to seek finance, monitor, and manage the construction of Unora International Airport without one additional cent of loan funds. But the government will instead choose to redevelop the airport through a loan that will increase the national debt by over US $150 million, and in so doing, mortgage the future of our children.
The truth is that under the SLP, Uronora would be totally handed over to a foreign entity. Under the UWP administration, we will keep ownership of our airport and have a financial revenue stream to service the loan. As for the accusations of muzzling the press, come on, Pip. Have you had your ginkgo lately? 361, ring a bell? When did you ever hold a press conference on the St. Jude situation or the state of our roads? The UWP government has given the press unprecedented access to the information and all ministers of government, and we meet the press every week for a pre-cabinet press briefing. Didn't Kenny want to see media questions before he granted an interview? Spreading fake information or omitting the truth has real-life consequences. The Labour Party continues to ruin the reputation of our country for their own selfish reasons. So, come on, Pip, stop faking it.